Hello, Music Multiverse listeners. Another day, another top album of 2023. Yesterday, nope, 2 days ago, I did number four. A very moving and emotional record. Definitely has a unique and moving connection to depression and a truthful lyrical content that should relate in care and enlightenment as to the struggles within and the hopes eternal. Go back and check that artist out. This is Beyond Your Radio's top 23 albums of 23. We are now at the end, nearly. Yesterday, I was unable to come up with a time to do this one. So today I'll be doing number three and number two. I've just kind of overestimated my time and devotion to all the guests and people arriving from panelists and dinners. If you're new to the channel and have not subscribed yet, please do so. There's so many shows coming up in the new year that you'll be enjoying, I'm sure. I've got panelists favorites are still going to be around, but we're finding new great things to do, along with, the big idea here, which is finding new great albums, looking back at some of those that kind of got lost or were never in your wheelhouse to begin with, especially those of today when the releases are so many per day or per week. Listening to them all can be just near impossible task, but as you know, we try our best to enlighten you on those that are very, very interesting or obviously could be top albums of 2024. So the artist at number three is a uniquely talented songbird. Not only that, but she can play the hell of a fiddle and banjo, bending that pure folk into textures and moods that range from gorgeous to upbeat to laid back to emotionally tantalizing. You're the One from Rhiannon Giddens is our number three album of the year. This is an expansion, really, of the golden treasure that she is and the ever-expanding, contorted folk music that she has continued to make. Let's listen to Louisiana Man so you can have a taste.
You turned my head, tripped up my mind, you Louisiana man.
This album is an absolute sound piece with all kinds of large pieces within it that prior albums might have not had, but the spot-on production of this record is beginning to end. There's big sounds, there's horns, there's a gospel feel, harmonica, of course, banjo and fiddle, and the riffing keyboards, as well as a heap of Southern blues, a dash of ragtime, and of course, that confidently, classically trained, yet modified, gorgeous vocal that she endures. There are some cool surprises and topics here and there. It's edgy layering too, and not a solitary song that sounds quite like the other. This is one of the best solo albums of the year without a question, in the detail and attention to every piece of sound and the overall delivery. It's definitely the best written and made solo record for this year. If you watched the panelist favorites, Chef Jeff, the Grateful Dude, it was on his list as top number one or number two. I can't remember now. Might have been his number one. But this is what we do in here. We find these treasures like this, and she is definitely in that realm. And there's nothing better to kind of tell you how that songwriting goes. And a great example of that is The Wrong Kind of Right. Take a listen to that as well.
Now what I say is not what you want to hear anymore. I'm just the wrong kind of ride. Wrong kind of ride. I'm just the wrong kind of ride. Wrong kind of ride.
So at number three, Rhiannon Giddens, You're the One. Was it your kind of right? Did it make it to your top albums of 2023? She has an extensive catalog. If you can go, you want to look her up. She has also the collaboration with T-Bone Burnett, Jim James, My Morning Jacket, a guy from the Dawes, Johnny Depp, and of course Marcus Mumford from Mumford and Son. And they did that. They were called the New Basement Tapes, where they looked at some of the unwritten material from Pink and made several recordings there. It's a great record. I will be back later today, probably later tonight, for number 2. So until then, happy listening.